Welcome back, everyone. This is clipsvh as always, and we're doing Half-Life 2, old Let's Play, completely being redone. And today we still have Exhetobytes.
Yes, and in this episode, we're gonna go through an awesome door.
Okay.
That's gonna be the highlight of the episode, going through this door.
Okay, so give me a little bit of a... Oh shit, she parkours.
We've been helping people escape
Hardcore
the city on
parkour?
foot.
Yeah.
It's a dangerous route to my father's lab through the old canals.
There seems to be like a lot of early on story.
Yes, it's very plot heavy up in the beginning. The first Half-Life is a lot like that too, where there's not a whole lot of action going on until you get like your first weapon.
Oh, and by the way, nice to finally.
Oh wow.
So now, as I'm sure you've actually noticed, the cutscenes in Half-Life and Half-Life 2, you don't actually have to watch them. Like, the cutscene is going on over there, but I can mess around here if I wanted to.
But then you don't really get to listen to them.
Yeah. Now, if you're wondering who Lamar is, you're about to find out in a little
I
bit.
found him wandering around outside. Bit of a troublemaker, isn't he?
We owe a great deal to Dr. Freeman, even if trouble does tend to follow in his wake. I must say, Gordon, you come at a very opportune time. Alex has just installed the final piece for our resurrected teleport.
I can't take any credit for the breakthrough, Doctor.
Nonsense. Your talents surpass your loveliness.
Let's just see if this thing works, okay?
Well, is he here? There you are. Man, Gordon, you stirred up the hive. We can't keep him here long, Doc. It'll jeopardize everything we've worked for.
Don't worry, he's coming with me.
That's right, Barney. This is a red letter day. We'll inaugurate the
And there's
new
G-Man.
teleport with a double transmission.
Huh.
The thing about the G-Man is that you can see him in different locations throughout the entire game. It's almost as if it's supposed to be almost as if he's watching Freeman progress.
Made major strides since then. Majors.
What cat?
Doc, since he's not taking the streets, you might as well get him out of his civics.
What? Oh dear.
I like the idea of all that paper going in the recycling bin.
In case you're wondering, the cat they're talking about, it's not also completely known, but we can assume that it was some kind of teleporting accident where they were testing the teleporter.
I'm curious for that paper thing where it was checking the waves. Oh crap!
That's
Crap
Lamar.
head.
Lamar! There you are.
I thought you got rid of that pest.
Lamar is that thing?
Never fear, Gordon.
Yes.
She's debeaked and completely harmless. The worst she might do is attempt to couple with your head. Fruitlessly.
Get that thing away from me.
Why is he?
Up. No, not up there.
What were you about to say?
No.
Why is what? Why is it a crab head?
Oh, fine.
It's a head
Be
crab.
another week before I can
Or head
hook
crab.
her out there.
The idea is that
Barney,
Isaac
not an animal.
Kleiner keeps it as a pet. He's completely taken its teeth out, so it can't. If it does go on his head, it can't turn him into a zombie. So essentially, he domesticated a head crab. And this is the HEV suit. And those are our hands. Fun fact about the game, Gordon Freeman's arms are the only part of him that get rendered.
Love parts do. I've
What do you
made a few
mean?
modifications, but
There's a cheat.
Oh,
Yeah, there's
you
a
mean
cheat.
like the only part you can see?
No, it's the only part that the game actually renders. It's a cheat where, in the console, where you can have it go into a third-person camera mode, and if you do that, all you'll see is arms and a weapon. That's all Gordon Freeman has ever rendered as in the game.
So he has no face.
I've modified your
He has no
body.
body.
power from combine energy.
He has no nothing. He's just floating hands.
Control.
Yeah,
Meanwhile,
from a technical perspective, yeah. So we got a suit charger here, so I'm going to get a little suit charge.
I think that only heals like a certain amount, right?
It doesn't heal you, it recharges your suit. Your suit basically
It's
serves
like
as like
armor.
armor, yeah.
Kind of like in Gmod.
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
Gordon, Position yourself near the panel over there and wait
This
for my
game is so similar to Gmod.
Yes, yes.
I mean the mechanics.
Well, Gmod is based on it, so
You'll never guess.
that's Eli in the screen.
That's not who I think it is.
Indeed it is, and it's our intention to send him packing straight away in the company of your lovely daughter.
Are you ready for us, Dad?
We're all set on this end.
Then let's do it.
That's also Mothman behind him. We'll find out about her later.
What's his significance?
Eli?
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, he and Kleiner are the de facto leaders of the resistance against the Combine in City 17.
Initializing in 3, 2,
Oh.
1.
And then she's like transforming into a Super Saiyan up there.
No, that's a teleporter.
Dear me, you're right.
It's not plugged in.
You gotta make sure it's plugged in, otherwise something can go wrong.
I
But
thought
of
it
course-
was plugged in. Wait.
No, it fell out. It fell out. I wasn't looking at it.
Go right ahead.
So now we flip this switch.
Very good. Final sequence. Commencing.
Well, I mean, you don't really flip it. It kind of just flips on its own.
Well, I had to press E.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you don't see like his hands, which I think they should have. I wish they added something like that. You know how in like Dead Island, how they have like those effects for
Yeah,
everything?
yeah.
Thank goodness. My relief is almost palpable.
Fantastic work.
Well, I can't take all the credit. Dr. Freeman proved an able assistant.
Let's go ahead.
You flatter me too much. All I did was flip a switch
Speak to you again in a
and
few
plug in a plug.
Good job, Gordon.
Alright, so of course, nothing went wrong with her teleportation.
But then when you do it, you're gonna end up in like
Yeah, something's gonna go wrong because Gordon Freeman is the one. Because if something doesn't go wrong around Gordon Freeman, it's not Half-Life. So
well,
I don't know
mean,
if you...
it's kind of like any game. If something doesn't go wrong to the protagonist, then it's not a video game.
Initializing.
Yeah,
3, 2, 1.
Or if it doesn't go wrong with the protagonist, and it goes wrong with the protagonist's wife, lover,
Indeed.
interest, something to do with it with him or her.
yeah.
Future endeavors. Final sequence.
And then you're gonna be eaten by
Look,
zombies.
there we go. Here's the thing that goes wrong.
Is that the head crab?
I'm not sure.
No, that was a crow at my feet before.
Something's drawing him away.
What's the meaning of this? Who are you? How did you get in here?
Oh, everyone can see you?
Yeah, we accidentally ended up teleporting to the Citadel because the teleporter's not working the way it should. It's just kind of warping us to random places right now.
So everyone can see you when you teleport here.
Yeah.
Gordon Freeman.
And this is an ichthyosaur, named after the dinosaur. It's a monster that shows up in Half-Life 1, but it doesn't ever show up in this game again after that.
Shut it down. Shut it down.
So they probably wanted to do something with it and then they just gave up on it.
Yeah, it's only in that scripted event. So now we have to run,
Why?
because we need to get to Eli, but we can't use the teleporter. We have to go a different way.
Well, didn't you just get teleported somewhere random?
No, what happened was we ended up teleporting right outside of Kleiner's secret base just now, and that's why we're in the same spot. That window we were looking through is where Kleiner is.
Hey, Gordon.
Story-wise, that's where it is. Technically speaking, it's a completely different map. Or part of the map,
Citadel's on
rather.
full alert. I've never seen it lit up like that. Get out of City 17 as fast as you can, Gordon. Take the old canals.
So does
right?
that ever happen in
Get
Final
utilized
Fantasy? Because you were mentioning Final Fantasy with the Citadel
There's a whole
before?
network of
Transforming
refugees,
buildings?
and they'll help you if they
Um,
I come with you,
well,
but
the
I gotta
Citadel
look
in
at Dr.
Final
Brian.
Fantasy
Oh,
1
before I forget,
is
I think
all
you
2D,
dropped this back in Black Mesa.
and I
Good luck
think
out
they
there,
have
buddy.
a Citadel in 10?
But does it ever transform?
I don't remember.
The idea is that the Citadel has different kinds of modes. It's almost like a signal flare that comes from the building itself. As you can see, there's a bunch of things coming out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, basically...
But isn't that supposed to be like smoke?
No, those are actual things that it's sending out. I can't really tell what they are, but if I look really closely at the screen, they almost look like roller mines, which show up later in the game. They could also be manhacks, which show up shortly.
Oh, hey, here's your first weapon.
Yeah, Barney gave it to us.
Yeah, I saw him.
So
throw it.
when the Citadel transforms like that, it's kind of like a signal flare to all the CPs and soldiers around. It's basically like in alert mode right now.
So when the cameras catch you, is that a bad thing?
No, they don't do anything. But if they flash in your eye, what ends up happening is you get temporarily blinded.
So it doesn't like notify the CP that you're in this location.
Well, the game's not that, it's not that, but that's what it's there for. It's supposed to create that feeling that it will.
But you are getting attacked, which is kind of sucky.
Yeah. Loading again. Look at that.
There's a lot of load states in this thing, or load area things.
Yeah, this is when the Source Engine was still new. This would have been like the first incarnation of the Source Engine. So this is that chapter title for the next one, Route Canal.
I think Dead Island is when they really had little need for this loading thing. Because if you notice, Dead Island barely has any loading screens.
Well, Dead Island is also open world. This isn't open world. This is about as linear as you get.
That's true. But then,
So now we got our first pistol.
but then I would compare this to like Darksiders, because Darksiders is all Darksiders is all open world. But
So we
even
gotta-
when you open doors in Darksiders, there's only like one. I think throughout the entire game I've played of Darksiders, there's only one loading screen.
So. We've even got birds in this game. Look at that. We got helicopters looking for us too. Those things are gonna give us trouble in a bit.
When do you fight zombies?
We start seeing zombies in the next chapter, like right after this, in Water Hazard, I think it's called. But we don't start fighting different types of zombies until we get to Ravenholm.
There's
Which is
a
a
train.
little further.
This train looks really cool.
Oh, I just got myself killed, I think. Yep.
Really fell right in between.
Yeah, I meant to just be all cool and jump on the train, but I fell, like, right in between two cars, somehow.
That's horrible. That should just not even be an option.
Okay, so that at least gives me a chance to explain what those walls are. Those are basically, if you've ever played Dishonored, if you remember the walls of light from Dishonored, that's basically what those are, except in Half-Life 2. But then again, Dishonored also had the same art director as Half-Life 2, so that also explains a lot. So, what those do is bullets can pass through them, and only things that the Combine want to pass through them can pass through them.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to get on the ladder, but I couldn't. I was kind of messing up. Well, I'm trying to explain what the little light fences are.
So that train is just gonna infinitely be there now?
Yeah, it's just kind of there for now.
I mean, you kind of need it in order to pass.
No, you don't. We have another way to go. It's all good. Don't worry. Now, these are explosive barrels. We don't want to go near them when they explode because, well, they explode.
Well, yeah, obviously. Would you want to be near a moving car when it's moving? I mean, would you like...
There's nothing wrong with being near a moving car when it's moving. Just as long as it's not moving at a high speed towards you.
Even if it's moving at a low speed, it'd hit you and you know, maybe get a broken leg, injured leg. Feel
So
pain for a little bit. I think we should end it here because it's About 15 minutes.
There we go. Alright. So... Alright, well... Oh, these guys keep attacking me. Let me get to the vent first, and then we'll end it.
Alright. Run!
Okay, here we go. In case you haven't figured it out by now, Half-Life is all about crawling in vents. Anyway, that's all the time we have for this time, and I'll see you all next time.
Yeah.